Welcome, guys, to our first episode of our brand new podcast, Sports for You. I'm Gavin.
I'm Sutter.
I'm Jake.
So we already recorded this once, but we had some technical difficulties, so we're going to go back over it. So, yeah.
Did we really have technical difficulties, though? Or did you just not try it out?
I don't think you tried.
Blame it on technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right, so the first subject that we're going to talk about is, did Luka Doncic prove himself this playoffs?
Yes. No, he did for
Well,
sure.
as an all-star.
Yeah, as an
Yes,
all-star.
yeah.
And as a top 10 player in the league, solidified.
I think he kind of cemented himself a little bit. He had 31 points, about 10 rebounds, and 9 assists in just 6 games, despite having a sprained left ankle and frequent physical defense.
Yeah, people coming to kill him.
Yes, we know that. Was it Marcus Morris? Marcus Morris is coming at him. Stepped on his ankle on purpose. He
Yeah.
hit him in the face.
Yeah. Did a couple
Pat
more
doesn't
things.
help. You know, he's
Montrezl
always
Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
But he definitely solidified himself as a top 10.
I
player.
think so. Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Arguably top 8, top 7.
I have him about 8. That's
Yeah.
about the spot that I have.
Do you think
8
he
or
can
9.
lead a team, though? Can he lead this team to a championship?
He will be able to.
Yes.
Okay.
Here in a year or two, if you put another
Few
piece
more
around
years.
him, put another piece around him,
Yeah.
he's especially for how young he is. I think he's
Yeah.
a really, really
Yeah.
good leader.
Here in a few years.
I agree.
I give him a few years.
All right. So I guess we'll move on to the next one. So are you worried for the Clippers after seeing the Mavs series, and then now after the Nuggets, they're 1-1? What do you guys think?
They just looked overconfident in Game 2 for the Nuggets. They just looked like, you know,
We just
we
beat by
beat
30.
them by 30 in Game 1, so we're just going to come in here, do the same thing.
Came flat.
And Jokic
And
did
that-
not let that happen.
That is why I'm a little worried about him. Is because they let their egos get to them.
Yeah.
They get a little big-headed, no matter what.
I say, and even after the Mavs series, it went 6 games. You would think that they'd kind of be like, okay,
Yeah.
we need to reel it in a little bit. But yeah, they came out really flat in Game 2 against the Nuggets. Kawhi had 13 points.
Yeah,
Um,
he was horrible
Everybody, there wasn't really a star. Like, I think Paul George had maybe like 22, 23.
on bad shooting.
Yeah, exactly. So there wasn't really anybody who had a great game, which I obviously expected them to win the series.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray crossed Kawhi up.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
that never happens. Never
Yeah.
happens.
Yep. No, I'm worried for. I would be more worried for them if it wasn't for the Lakers playing so poorly against the Rockets.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think they'll still win the chip, but
They have a good chance.
They have a very good chance.
The
Yeah.
Lakers and Clippers, I think, both got about 50-50 shot at it.
yeah, definitely.
Right now,
not
especially with the ways they're playing, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's really much better than the other right now.
No, not at all.
So that kind of brings us to the next one. Lakers are down 1-0 against the Rockets. What are you guys thinking on that?
Well,
It's Game 1.
Yeah.
LeBron's always a feel it out Game 1 type of person.
Yeah.
Trying to.
look at the Blazers. They took
That's
game one.
exactly what I was going to
Yeah.
say. Yep. Blazers, they went down 0-1. So they play again tonight. Actually, they're playing right now.
Yep.
Game 1, Anthony Davis, I didn't think dominated like we thought he would. There's kind of a meme that everyone
Yeah.
thought PJ Tucker would just get
Yeah.
dominated by
Yeah.
him.
PJ Tucker's a good defender. People don't
Yeah.
give him enough
No, he is.
props. They have
No.
actually quite a few good. I mean, James Harden, even for a guard's a great post defender.
Even though that was also a meme.
Yeah, James Harden being a horrible defender, and now he's transformed into not a great one by any means.
No.
Not
He
even
can
a good
be
one,
when he
but
tries, I
so-so.
think.
So-so.
That's just his effort all
Yeah.
the times is what comes
Yeah.
into play.
But they got guys who can bother Anthony. PJ Tucker is no joke. I don't know.
And even at 6'5" or whatever he is, he's
Yeah,
no
he's
joke.
like
Yeah,
6'6" maybe.
but Kevin Durant
Props.
said he's
Yeah.
the best player, or he guards him the best out of any player besides Tony Allen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You just gotta give it to him.
yeah.
You gotta give it
He's
to
a
him.
great
He's
defender.
playing with heart.
Yeah. I think Anthony Davis and LeBron just got to step it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron had 28 and 7. If he gets like 25, 8 and 7, I think they probably win that game. Really, like just the way that you play. Like even if your star player just is slightly better, it revolves around the whole team.
Yeah.
But everybody's kind of got to do more. Like Danny Green didn't do well. Danny Green, KCP, Rondo, Kuzma, they all hit like 30% of their shots. Like that could not happen on a championship team.
LeBron needs to stop being in this passive mode all the time. And you know what? I
Take
get
over the game.
I get making the right basketball play. You know, if you have an open shooter in the corner, obviously you hit him.
Yeah.
But there are times in life where you just need to take it over yourself.
He's
and you
17
can't trust
years in.
anybody.
He needs to take it over himself.
And he can.
And he can. And he should. And he
needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to.
I don't think he gives himself enough credit. Like a lot of times, like you could tell, like for him that he feels like he's in his 17th season.
Yeah.
Like he like kind of falls back and he lets like in his own head he's like, oh, this is Anthony Davis' team. Like he's gonna take this and be the star. Like I think that LeBron should also be like, hey, look, I'm still the star. Like, Anthony Davis is doing his thing, whatever, but that'll make Anthony Davis play better, I think, if LeBron's doing his thing and everybody's worried about LeBron.
That'll make him more scary. Right?
Yeah.
LeBron's got to go back to 2018
Yes.
Cleveland. Just take the games over.
I agree.
And then with your second star,
Well, and then it'll come because if you're scoring 35, 40 points a game, they're going to double you. And then that's all you do is dump it right down to them every time.
And guys just need to hit their shots.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's it. Danny Green's got to be back to championship.
Caldwell Pope is horrible. Kuzma's bad.
Yep. Everybody's playing terrible right now, but
nobody on the Lakers is playing good.
no.
But it all starts with LeBron.
Yeah, for sure.
All of it.
Top down.
Yep.
Yeah. I think they still win though.
What do you guys think?
They'll be
in 6.
6. That's
I'd say 6.
Maybe 7.
I'm saying 6.
Should be
Harden,
6.
It should be 6, but man, James Harden,
every year he's a hard out. He's a really hard out.
He is.
No matter who he's got.
He was the toughest one for the Warriors.
Yep. For multiple
Every
years.
year.
Yep.
Every single year.
Every single year.
Let's go back. What do you think the Clippers series is going to go with the Nuggets? That could go 7 for 6 or 7. I think that has
they really
better
figure
chance
it
of going
out.
7 than the Houston series.
If they figure it out quick, I think it's 5.
Yeah, if Clippers.
But that's all relying on
I'll go
Clippers.
6.
6.
Michael Porter Jr. is going to have a big game.
I can see it being 6. That's pretty realistic.
No.
6 is realistic.
6.
But I could say 5 if they figure it out.
I'd say Clippers and
It could be 5 too, but
Jamal Murray, Jokic. They have a lot of
they have a lot of
scoring
star
on that
power.
team.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of guys who can get it done too.
Yeah.
Not the main main
They have
players.
a lot of scores.
Yeah.
I think he'll go 6.
I think so.
Kawhi's by far the best player.
I can hop on that.
court.
Yeah.
6.
Kawhi's by far.
Yeah. As long as he plays like it.
Yeah.
You can
13 points is unacceptable.
Yeah. But all right. So the next topic that we're going to talk about is Donovan Mitchell versus Jamal Murray, the legendary matchup that broke all these records.
It's a couple days away now, and it just feels
like it didn't happen.
it just feels insane still. Like it's just like wow.
It is amazing. Probably one of the best head-to-head matchups we've seen in a while.
And it wasn't even through one game. It was through multiple,
all
like
the
3 or
games.
4 games. Like there's everybody scoring 50.
Jamal was going
And it wasn't veterans. It was young bulls. Going to work.
Yeah.
Jamal was crazy.
So a few stats from that. The two combined for 475 points, 65 3-pointers, 9 30-plus point games, 4 50-plus point games, and the total points broke the NBA record for previously held by Hall of Famers Jay West and John Havlicek in the 1969 Finals, where they had 12 more points actually than those, so it wasn't like a by few. Mitchell averaged 36 on 53% shooting and 52 from 3, and Murray, let's see what he had, 32 points, 55% shooting, and 55 from 3.
I can't choose whether to chalk it up to just their offensive skill or lack of defense. Man.
Yeah.
Those are high percentages.
Very high.
Yes. I want to give it to skill offensively, honestly, though.
Defense
defense wasn't great, but like a lot of their moves were insane. Like Jamal Murray's getting a step
in
back.
the fourth quarter. I mean, Jamal Murray was hitting some
Donovan was going nuts. Like it was bad.
360 layups.
Yeah. No, I mean, like
they were tough buckets for sure.
Yes, they weren't just given, but I do think the defense.
I think earlier in the game it was probably easier buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a given.
Yeah, and then as it gets deeper in the series,
and then fourth quarter,
yeah, for sure. Do you think Jamal Murray is the best player on his team?
No.
Not proven yet.
Jokic Game 7 proved it. Jamal didn't step up as much. Jokic did, and I think that's what your best player should be doing.
I think so too. Yeah, the last 30 seconds he hit a little hook shot to give him that.
I was proud. I was glad to see Jokic step up like that.
Yeah. No, Jamal Murray had 31.5 points. Jokic had 26.5. He had 8 rebounds compared to Murray's 5, and then 6 assists from Murray as well as 5 assists for.
And for the series, Jamal definitely played better.
For
but,
sure.
I mean,
But overall,
there's tons of. I mean, there were series Westbrook would play better than Kevin Durant.
Well, you got to think
Series
they're all
that-
coming back from
Yeah.
just literally doing
especially
nothing.
round 1 too.
Yeah,
That's kind of what you
like-
expect.
CJ playing better than Dame in that when they played the Nuggets for the most part. I mean, but in all the pivotal moments,
Yeah.
CJ did have a great Game 7 that series. But
did.
in all the pivotal moments, the best player showed up.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So you surprised by the Heat?
Very, very much so because Milwaukee's the first in the league. That's the only
Yeah.
reason I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because Milwaukee should be completely
agree.
manhandled.
I'm surprised they had him down. They have him down 3-1 now, but
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah.
I did not expect. I thought it'd be 2-2, just a close knit and grit series going to 7, maybe
Yeah.
6, but 7.
That's-
No, Miami went in there and they've put their foot down.
I knew they were going to be scrappy and good, but not.
Giannis is
not
injured
this.
now.
Yep.
He's hobbled.
It's.
So.
I think it's pretty much a given now that they're gonna win. It just
Yeah.
depends on it's gonna be 5 or 6 for me.
What I will say, don't drag it out. If you can
No.
close it out in Game 5, you need
Close
to
it out.
close
Because
it
you don't
out.
want Giannis to get back, like, because he'll probably, if he sat out enough for Game 4, he must be pretty injured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
he's not coming back for a huge exit game like this, I think he's pretty injured.
Yeah.
But if
No,
it gets
I
to Game
agree.
6 or 7, you never know. Maybe he tries to push.
You don't.
it. But you don't want to get to that.
You don't want to get to a
I'm
Game
going to send
7.
them home now.
No, but I mean they have Bam, Butler, Dragic, Duncan Robinson.
I don't think he'll get to Game 7.
they have a ton of.
I
You
think
got Tyler
especially
Hero
if
coming off
Giannis,
going crazy.
Yeah, Tyler Hero. Yep.
if Giannis sits out Game 5, they'll win Game 5.
I agree.
They'll close
I
it
think
out.
they're gonna close it out.
Yep.
I was surprised they even won tonight, to be honest.
Yeah.
They went to overtime, so obviously it was a really, really close one. But
Wasn't it only by like 3 points, too?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
somebody hit.
Yeah.
Middleton hit a
Middleton,
dagger. I think,
yeah.
dagger three.
Jeez.
Middleton went crazy at 36.
Yep.
There we go.
So, what is your idea of Boston this playoff series?
I thought they were really all right and solid until they let the 2-0 lead go, just vanish like that.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
OG hit the shot of shots.
That
Changed the
was
whole momentum.
It did, because it would have been 0-3 down in the series.
Yep.
You're not going to come back from that, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Especially that Raptors team, you don't have really a main star.
No.
You're not going to come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But instead, they win Game 3. They get someone winning Game 4. It turned around the whole entire series.
Game 5 is going to be.
It's going to be decisive.
Yeah, it's
for
gonna
me.
be.
It'll go. I think it'll go 7.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I think whoever wins the
Game
next
5
game
will
wins.
will
it all.
win the
I think
series.
so too.
It's like 83% of the teams who win Game 5 or something like that end up winning the series.
This is
It's
a
some crazy
different.
high
This is a
statistic.
different whole atmosphere, though.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
you
true.
never know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not super convinced on Boston still, really. They won against 76ers without Simmons. That
Yeah.
wasn't a surprise to
Yeah.
anybody. They're keeping the Raptors in the playoffs right now. Like, they're letting up on the pedal a little bit. And the Raptors teams really shouldn't be... Like, they're good enough to be a playoff
They're good,
team,
yeah.
but not to be winning a bunch of series, you know?
And not to be
No.
up against Boston.
Especially... Freaking... Siakam's not even playing good.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't even play good in Game 4.
Yeah, he's got to be a star if they want to win. You know,
If they want to make it to the finals, yeah, they won't beat Miami.
I mean, Game 1 he averaged 13, 3, and 2 on 31% shooting, and then Game 2 he had 17, 8, 6 on 37%.
Yeah, you need to do more than that.
Yeah.
You got to do more than that. Which, I mean, he stepped up a little bit, and the team overall, like, they had a lot, like OG and Anobi, a lot of those guys are the ones who are actually stepping up for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Hell of a shot.
Yeah, it was an amazing shot. And like when you look at it, they took like almost 5 seconds to just pass it in because you know that OG
Yeah.
Anunoby's the last
Yeah.
guy they
Oh,
want to pass
yeah,
the
no,
ball
that was
to.
the last guy they wanted.
Cross court, threw
Yeah.
it over, and he
Yeah.
had 0.5 seconds, barely enough time to release it. Money. Kemba Walker had that great pass that play.
Yeah, the
down
Daniel.
low.
Yeah.
the Daniel Tice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tice right
easy
there.
dunk.
Yeah,
That was a nice pass.
I think everybody thought that was the end of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Yes, it wasn't.
Everybody thought it was the end of the series, and
Yeah.
here we are, 2-2.
All right, so what's your ideas on OKC versus the Rockets' reaction?
Not surprising, but also at the same time, I would have liked to see Chris Paul beat the Rockets. That would have been nice.
I would have
That
loved
would have been awesome.
I think everybody's kind of hoping that happened.
Yeah, that'd have been awesome. Refs were horrible. Scott Foster,
Refs.
Yes.
Refs
They
were
blew
fire
it.
him immediately.
Yeah. But the Rockets, I think they show that they're pretty weak overall.
Yeah.
That they're not like obviously they bounced back really well against the Lakers, but before then, I don't know. Like they looked like OKC's they're a good team. Like,
Yeah.
they're very underrated, but they shouldn't be in the like.
No.
They shouldn't be. It's the same thing.
They
with
should be the 8
Raptors.
seed.
Yeah.
They should be the 8 seed or lower. For
Yeah.
sure.
But both Westbrook and Harden got to step it up. If they want
Yes,
to win.
James Harden.
They got to have good games. Eric Gordon stepped up in Game 1 against the Lakers. That really
And
like,
James did
threw him
too.
over.
James did
No,
good.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they all played a pretty decent game. But like, if you don't have Eric Gordon and they're like playing as, I think he had 23 or how much did he have?
22,
23, I think. Yeah. I mean, he played really, really well. But if you don't have him step up, because sometimes Eric Gordon, he's hit or miss.
He really
Right.
He might have single digits or he might
Yeah,
have
or
20
he
or
may
30.
have 20 to 30.
Yeah.
And it
So
might be the quietest 20 or 30 you'll ever have, too.
Yeah.
yep, really is. But so if you don't have those two main guys step up, then they're going to
Houston.
have a long series with the Lakers.
Very long.
But so
Houston
far,
won't
after
be
Game
there.
1, though,
Yeah.
they played really, really well. So, and like a lot of our points are actually before because we recorded 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So we're amending some of the stuff because
Yeah.
a lot of our talking points are from 2 days before. But yeah, for sure, they played against the Lakers really,
Yeah.
really well. So do you think the Bucks have a chance to make to the finals here?
Well, of course not. No.
You don't think
No,
so?
they're done.
You think they're?
A couple
think
nights
mine
ago,
is-
my answer was different. I said, I
Yeah.
think they'll come back from this 2-0. They went down 3-0. Nope.
No.
I thought. Yeah, I even had it down here the other night. I thought they were still gonna get 4-1 by the Heat just because of how hot the Heat had been
Yeah.
coming into this. Who actually I have coming out of the East. I think the Heat are gonna beat Boston too, or
Yeah.
Raptors, whoever comes out. I'm not sold on Giannis. And
Not
the thing-
anymore.
And the thing is, I've never been in the playoffs. I'm
Yeah,
not sold
he
on
hasn't
Giannis.
proved
I
himself.
never have been either. I just thought this year would be different.
In a
I
weak
thought he'd
East-
prove himself.
I thought
Weak
he had
East, he
better
should
too.
be dominant.
LeBron is out of the East now. KD is not.
Kawhi's out of the
healthy.
East now. He got
Kawhi's out.
He got locked up by Kawhi. He got locked up by Boston last year. I mean,
This was
These
his
teams
year.
aren't
it's hard to
going
make
away.
excuses for him.
Yeah.
at
This was
point.
his year at this point. At the
Yes,
end of
no,
the day,
he's
this is
going
his
to take it. There's,
Yeah.
there's nobody in the East left that's a major star.
LeBron's out.
He's the only one.
Kawhi's out. KD's hurt this year.
Yes, this is his year. He had
This what I thought he'd make it to the finals. I was like, Giannis should bulldoze through the East.
Yes,
And now you're not even going to make it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. And the thing is,
And these
when-
teams aren't going away.
no, not at all. And they're only going to get
They're
better.
gonna get
Yeah, they're only getting stronger.
Pacers are going to get better. Miami's going to get better.
Nets are going to get
Nets
better.
are going to be
Brook-
that fucking
Brooklyn's
better.
gonna
That much better next year.
Brooklyn's going to be crazy.
Yeah, no, Brooklyn. They're going to own the East for a solid three to
Yeah.
4 years, I think.
It just depends on KD's legs.
Yeah.
yeah. Very
As
true.
long as KD's healthy, we're good.
Well, this length that he has in between should make him healthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little tired.
I hope
but-
so.
Yeah, he's had enough time to prepare himself. And
Yeah.
luckily, he didn't come back this year.
Yeah.
Or I think he would be a little bit pushing it.
Mm.
But
And the good thing is his game doesn't rely solely on athleticism.
right,
No,
yeah,
it's
right,
just-
It's not a Russell Westbrook type of thing.
right.
Yeah.
No,
Or D Rose.
The thing is about Giannis is they played better without him. They
they
lost
won.
3 games with him, and then they're tied at half, or they're roughly around tied. They're about even at half of game 4, and then he leaves and they win. What does that say
Yeah.
about your main star player? Obviously, Middleton stepped up, played a huge game, but
Played a huge game,
I
but,
don't know.
if you're that's like LeBron leaving the Cavs a few years ago.
And then they do.
And
better.
they were doing better in a 10,
Yeah.
18, when he
Yeah.
carried them all the way to the
Yeah.
finals.
Giannis needs a shot creator on his team
Yeah.
that he can rely on in the fourth quarter. I still don't think Middleton's that guy.
Mhm.
He just needs somebody like when LeBron had Kyrie. Kyrie to me was his perfect fit
I agree.
because it's somebody in the fourth quarter that could go
They
and
can
create
go
his
to.
own shot, and LeBron doesn't have to do it
An
all.
offensive
Yeah.
threat, somebody
Yes.
you don't have. Yeah,
Now LeBron and
Take
Giannis
pressure
are
off
different
Yeah,
because
very different.
LeBron can hit jumpers. He can create his own shot still.
but Giannis kind of needs that.
But
guy.
LeBron needs that.
Yeah,
LeBron needed that guy too to create
Oh,
his
for
own
sure.
shot.
does Giannis need it, or does Giannis need to go somewhere for it? That's the real
One of the
question.
two. One of the two.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's
Don't
going to
go to
happen.
Golden State.
I don't. The thing about Bucks is I think they like their core little roster that they have, and I don't
you
think
gotta
they're
trade
gonna.
Middleton.
Yeah, I don't. But they're not gonna do that. I don't think.
You could trade Middleton for CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
I
But
really don't think
CJ's
so.
so
Yeah.
hit or miss, and I don't know
Yeah,
if the
but-
Blazers would want to move away from CJ either.
Yeah, but you have so much defense on
If
that
you could
Bucks
get
team.
a Beal,
I mean, Bradley Beal would be the best.
Because Beal wants out. Like, he's not going to play for Washington.
Beal would be the best prize.
Giannis
CJ would be a nice consolation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
CJ can get his own shot at any time.
Very true.
Brad wants to play with John, not Washington.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's expressed his frustrations with
Giannis, go to Phoenix. Team up with D-Book.
That'd be pretty.
Team up with D-Book.
Pretty interesting, but
that would be
that's
perfect.
just one more team out in the West, though. Eventually there's got to be some like evening out of the league, you know.
Maybe not.
Who knows? Maybe not.
Yeah. Or D-Book come to Milwaukee.
You tampering?
Now that could be.
I am tampering.
D-Book would be the type of guy that I think Milwaukee
D-Book would be perfect.
use.
Yeah. I want to see him stay at Phoenix, but at the same time,
I think he'll stay in Phoenix.
Yeah.
they've got to do something for him.
For a while.
Get him another star.
It'll be very interesting.
But Giannis,
Ricky Rubio almost helped. That was the little push we needed. Now we need a bigger push.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I don't think somebody like Devin Booker would want to leave right now.
No,
you know how good like you guys could be and
Yeah.
like, be literally perfect like in the bubble. Like you want to stay and just see what this team could do.
Yeah.
What you can do.
But I don't know. They looked really good. But
Yeah.
all right. So next, that's all the basketball stuff we had to talk about for the day. We're gonna talk about some of the NFL stuff, and to start off, Pat Mahomes gets married.
Congrats.
So congratulations, Ben. Congrats. And also Chiefs got their rings this last week, so congrats to them as well.
Yep.
They'll probably get another one this year, or it'll be close.
They'll get one.
They're getting a couple.
I think so.
Next 10 years.
I think so for sure.
Hopefully he done it in like an Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre situation where they win one early. And
Yeah.
then
Well,
they're-
he gets his ring and tweets around the back. So,
But
Yeah.
Mahomes,
Here we go.
the Chiefs are a different organization than the
Yes.
I
Packers.
agree. And they have so many threats. Like,
So many.
Not even funny how many threats they have. And they got such a young quarterback
Yep.
who likes the system.
Yep.
He's going to be a franchise. He's going to stay
He's
there.
invested.
There for 12 more years.
Yeah, he's literally going to be there his whole entire career. They have some real opportunity to get 5-6 Super Bowls.
I'm not ready to say 5 or 6, but
They
definitely.
could. I'm
They
saying,
could.
yeah, for sure. Like I'm saying, like 3 or 4, like for sure. 5
I
or
think
6 at least. Like
5 or
very
6,
potentially.
man.
Very potentially.
That
that'd be crazy.
If they can keep that, a lot of the core guys that they have there. in their
depends on how
receiving
Lamar
core.
evolves too, and
That's
Deshaun,
true.
and who else comes in.
This year will be very
That's
crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Lamar's in the same situation as Giannis is now.
Yep.
I need to see it in the playoffs.
Yep.
Gotta see it.
Yep. And he's got some guys around him, like how Giannis says too, but not like a ton to where you're
Oh,
like
this year, man, they're stacked on both
yeah.
sides of the ball.
for sure, especially on the other side too. Like
Yeah,
their
defense
defense
is
is
good.
I mean, I know they just released Errol Thomas, but
But I mean, dude, they're both sides of the ball. Like he has no excuse really to not be in the
not this year.
conversation of a Super
They
Bowl.
should
Yeah.
go 14-2, 13-3 this year.
Yep.
And realistically, they should make it to the Super Bowl unless Mahomes does what Mahomes does.
Homeboy
and,
does it.
That would
and
be
just start slinging them 60 yards to Tyreek.
Yeah. I mean, we've never seen somebody at his age do what he's doing.
Mahomes, yeah.
Same thing with Luka. We haven't seen
Yeah.
for that age and
They're
that
crazy.
And it'll be very interesting to watch them two battle it out this year.
Yeah.
Just same as Jamal and Donovan.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So there's no NFL preseason.
Yeah.
We covered it. Yeah,
You know,
it's
we-
like kind of one of those things.
We
where-
when we talked about last time, we brought up like that it should be more like 2 games instead of 4.
2 games.
Because it seems you're playing essentially a fourth of a season in your
Yeah.
preseason. Like
Yeah.
that's a little bit excessive to me.
Yeah.
2 games. OTAs and training camps, that's where you learn most of the stuff.
For
anyway.
sure.
2 scrimmage games just to get used to everything, and then, okay,
Yeah.
let's play.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what the players want anyway. They don't want 4 preseason games.
Yeah, but there's so many systems right now that could use these preseason games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots,
Now.
This
Buccaneers,
year's detrimental.
This year.
even like a Bengals or somebody like that. Like these
Yeah.
teams are gonna want like Tua over in Miami. Like there's a lot of teams that are gonna want to just test out, like, especially the quarterbacks.
There's only a couple teams I could think of that, preseason or not,
Yeah.
won't affect. Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Yeah.
Ravens.
Chiefs.
Like, you're
And even Ravens, I feel like, though, they have a few new
I mean,
guys,
yeah, but they're mostly
They're
established.
core.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're keeping. You don't really lose any guys. You don't really bring anybody in a whole lot. Like I mean, maybe
Yeah.
a few little here and there, but for the most part, you know what you're
Cleveland,
doing.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they want a preseason.
Oh, for sure, because they need to get stuff figured out.
Yeah.
I mean,
They always
Yeah.
do stuff figured
Yeah.
out.
But, I mean,
it's not a huge deal, but I think the first for like the
first
Patriots
couple
and
weeks.
Buccaneers, yeah, for like 2, 3,
Buccaneers-
4 weeks, it's going to be a little bit rusty.
I have them doing well, but in the beginning, I mean,
Yeah,
it's going to
it'll
be
be
rusty.
shaky. I think
at
they'll
first.
win their games at the beginning, but they'll be really nail biters.
Now,
I'd have to look at their schedule more.
Tampa and New England are a little bit different in the sense that Tampa has Tom Brady and he's the smartest quarterback ever.
Right.
So,
Right.
besides
Cam
maybe
Newton's a
outside of
decent
Peyton.
quarterback, though. We
Yeah.
gotta remember. I mean, he's
Cam
had
is.
2 bad years, but he's a deep.
For sure.
decent
I
Yeah.
think he's still got some fire left in him. He's
Oh,
not
Cam does.
He's not an MVP
Yeah.
anymore, obviously. He's not going to be that guy. I
No,
don't think.
Not yet.
But hey, I mean, if
He
he
can prove
is,
it.
that's awesome.
He's
But-
been looking hungry.
Yeah.
No, he has. He's been in the gym. He's been doing a ton of stuff.
But Tampa, I
to get
mean,
to this spot.
they have a little bit of an advantage because they have Tom Brady.
For
They'll
sure.
find some way to make it
And
work.
I mean, they have so many threats.
Yeah.
Like Cam
Gronk,
Newton's got a
like his old
Edelman and a
teammate.
few guys. Like but yeah,
Yeah.
Tom Brady's got Gronk. Who you know they're gonna know where they're going every
Yeah.
time. Like they have that chemistry built by far. And then you got a bunch of like Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Like
Great wide receiver.
I mean, like it'll be a little rusty, but I mean, you just throw it up to
First game-
three of those guys, and they're just gonna catch it.
Yeah.
First game of the year for those against the Saints, I think they
Yeah, that'll be.
top one.
I think
I
they'll
think
drop
they'll
that
win
one.
that one.
They'll drop that one. Probably.
And then I got to look at the rest of the schedule, but I know that's their first game, and I don't think
Yeah.
they win that.
Here in a few days, we'll go through a podcast,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go through like every team and see how
Yeah.
they actually
Yeah.
ending up and where we think they'll land in their record.
It'll be interesting talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we're gonna go through all like the pickups, drops, cuts, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna try to do our best predictions.
Yes.
So do you think that Foles or Trubisky is right for the Bears at QB?
Well, they named Trubisky as a starter.
Yes.
That came
And
out before we did this,
Yes.
or the podcast.
in between the last.
Yeah, it came out in between. So they named Trubisky. I thought they should have
Yeah.
went with Foles to light a fire under Trubisky.
I think so.
Matt Nagy isn't thinking the same as me. That's why he's an NFL head coach and I'm not.
Yeah. I mean,
So he must know something I don't.
I don't
well,
know much, but
and
Foles
Trubisky-
has the experience, so
Yeah.
that's what I saw.
the thing is, Trubisky's not bad. Like he had 17 touchdowns, 10 interceptions last year, but he's almost like a meme of the league, though. You know?
Yeah.
Him
And he's not
Baker.
getting you wins.
No.
So like you got a guy like Foles who he's been like I don't think he's played a full season yet. He's
No.
got so many like seasons where he had like 3, 4, 5, 6, like maybe 10 games or 10 or 11 is like the most he's played. But he's proven that he can play in big moments.
Yep.
And obviously Trubisky's not working. So why not just try? And like you said, it might light a fire underneath him.
Yeah,
Do something.
that's what I thought. And again, why the Bears didn't go after Cam Newton
I don't know.
is again beyond all of us. That was the main point we brought up, I think, a couple days ago.
Which Foles is a
Yeah.
good pickup.
Foles, it's good. Again, I brought up that back shoulder touchdown in the corner of the end zone first week.
Yeah.
Against Kansas City, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, but first week of the season, it's a great touchdown pass. So you see little flashes of it, but
I mean, he's got the intent. He can do it.
he
Like,
can do it. But they aren't winning a Super Bowl. They don't
No.
have the receiving core around
They
them.
don't
They
the
don't
Bears
have
used to
the
be good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Devin Hester days,
Yeah,
Ryan Urlacher,
Matt Forte.
Yeah, Matt
Forte.
Urlacher.
Yeah.
I mean, they had
Jay Cutler.
And their defense is still extremely good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Their offense
It's horrible.
has a lot.
One of the worst.
Allen
offenses.
Robinson is their best wide receiver.
Yeah.
And
But I mean,
he's good. He's good.
He's not
Yeah.
bad. But he's
No.
not going to win you a Super Bowl
No.
either,
No.
though.
Which no wide receiver will, but he ain't going to elevate
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
quarterback to another level
Right.
like a Julio Jones could.
Right. So Leonard Fournette got dropped from Jacksonville. It kind of goes as a surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just drop him and not
Yeah,
get a trade.
Jacksonville's trying to go 0-16.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would say-
0-16.
Yes, everybody's saying that they're going to
They're-
tank.
yeah.
Even though they denied it, they said they weren't tanking. But obviously,
When
what
your
team's gonna
quarterback's
tell you
starter
they're-
Minshew and you're like, oh, I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
You're tanking.
You're
Yeah.
100% thinking.
So-
You're tanking.
I don't. That's the only reason why I would say they wouldn't try to trade for him. Get something back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they couldn't even get a 5th or 6th round pick
Yeah.
for him.
Which is,
Okay.
I have a hard time believing that.
I do too.
But the Bucks picked him up right away out of free agent, like literally right, like before he's even officially
Because
dropped.
look at him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I think I forget
Leonard,
exactly what he
the
averaged.
Bucks,
but he had
man.
like 1,000 yards last year, I
Yeah.
think. So,
the Bucks are going to be scary.
oh yeah, that's just
That-
another
that
offensive
whole
threat.
run.
Yeah.
They have Ronald Jones, who can be their passing running back, and now Fournette.
Yep.
They leveled up this
They-
year.
They're going to be crazy.
Huge difference between
Yeah.
last year and this year.
Oh,
Which they
yeah.
weren't bad last year.
No,
No, and Jameis Winston throwing 15 interceptions
Yeah.
instead of 30, you
Yeah.
may be looking
Yeah.
at a playoff
Yeah.
team.
For sure. No, for sure. Like, yeah, he was definitely not going to win you a Super Bowl.
no.
You just stick to baseball.
Too risky. And
Yep.
he's not bad.
No,
He has.
he's a high
really
flying
good.
quarterback,
Yeah.
man. He loves to sling that thing,
But he's so risky.
and whatever happens when he swings it.
Yeah. And this just came out in between our last two podcasts.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson got dropped from Washington.
That's a sad day.
Very
what,
sad.
I don't know what Washington. They're the Jacksonville of the NFC. I don't.
Like he averaged 900 yards, 4.3 per carry.
Who picked them up? Somebody picked them up. I'm
It
pretty
was
sure.
no, nobody's. I don't think anybody's picked up yet.
Not yet.
Not that I know.
really? Okay.
I haven't heard anything.
Check.
My
say, yeah,
sources
pick up
tell
that.
me the Giants are gonna.
Oh, yeah, him and
scoop
Saquon.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be like. I mean,
No,
having
but-
more running backs is never a bad thing because most
Giants
running backs.
Oh, Lions picked him up.
Lions did.
Yep.
Okay.
Troy.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he's not out.
That's
That's
not-
not a sad day
I
anymore.
mean, that's not a super throwing team anyway. I mean, Matt Stafford, like.
Yeah, that team isn't doing anything.
No, for sure not. I mean, he had 900 yards, 4.3 per carry this last year. The year before that, he had over 1,000, 4.2 per carry. So he's not bad.
What's
He's
sad is
consistent.
Yeah,
it's an upgrade.
yeah,
from
for
the-
sure,
from the
for sure,
Redskins.
for sure.
Maybe not city wise, but
No, I mean he'll put a little bit of damage, but he's so old. But now, that
Yeah.
he's got some good years in him. Obviously,
Yeah.
we get about 700 to 800 yards.
I think so. Yeah, he might break 1,000.
Maybe.
But that's
could.
about as high as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 to maybe 1,200 tops.
Yeah. But Detroit
Those legs can't run much longer.
No.
Yeah.
And take that many hits.
Mm.
No.
But yeah, I don't know what Washington's direction is. I'm just
We're gonna find out, I guess.
yeah. Chase
A
Young.
lot of
I
teams
mean,
are
they do have
tanking.
Chase Young.
A lot of teams are tanking, I think.
Yeah.
Like silently tanking. Like they're like, oh no, we just couldn't get anything for this guy, or no.
The Bucks are leveling up. They're like, yeah, we'll tank this year.
Yeah, they're like,
I think there's three
We'll take
teams
'em all.
who are tanking for sure. Redskins, Jacksonville, and I think New England is. But
I don't think they purposely did, but a lot of they had Chung, who's not gonna be playing. Hightower's not gonna be playing. Like a lot of guys.
now the
Jamie Collins left.
Yeah.
Kyle Van. Like, a lot of guys are leaving the system, and they're like, crap, we weren't really planning on it, but now they're not. I don't think they're tanking, but they're like, let's see what Cam Newton will do.
Yeah.
Let's test these
I
out.
think Bill's going for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I think so too. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah. I think
that's
As
a lot of people are
Patriots
doing.
fan, that's what I
Yeah,
would do.
A lot of people
sit him
do.
behind Cam Newton for a year.
Yeah, because I mean, the chance of us winning a Super Bowl is very
Very low.
unlikely. I mean,
You're
unless
gonna
Cam
need that
Newton
dude.
has
Yeah.
literally
Or
almost an
MVP.
MVP season.
Yeah.
And even
And our
so, they
defense
aren't-
still isn't
yeah.
good because we're missing 4 or 5 guys we had last year.
Yeah.
Even so, they aren't beating the Ravens, Chiefs,
I don't think so either. Unless we just have an amazing game and they suck.
and
for some reason.
Mahomes and Lamar get injured and
Yeah,
drop
Yeah.
off
or
the
or
face
just
of the planet.
or
Yeah.
just doing awful. The
Yeah.
defense
Drop
can't
off
stop
the face of
anybody.
the planet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they just leave.
It's very very
They
unlikely.
retire.
But
But-
who knows? We've seen crazier things.
Yeah,
Andrew
no,
Luck
that's true.
walked out fourth quarter preseason game and retired. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I highly doubt after
No.
Mahomes
No.
comes off Super Bowl.
Andrew Luck will
makes
probably
huge
come back.
contract.
I hope so.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, he's
He
done,
won't.
man. He's
Yeah.
done. He had so many injuries.
He's tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
I mean,
would you?
heard
You
of
got
him
your
since.
money and you leave.
Yeah,
He's a
no.
quiet guy. He's not the type to want to come back or
No.
something.
Supposedly he's doing great since he's left.
I imagine, yeah. He's
Nobody's
not
even
injured.
heard of him.
Yeah.
Nobody's even heard from
Exactly.
him.
That's what I heard him.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
I mean,
different show.
he's probably. Does he still live in Indy?
Who knows?
I'm sure he does.
He probably lives in some quiet
Pat McAfee
house.
still lives in Indiana. I know
He
that.
probably lives in some hut house and
He probably does, out in the wilderness with a
Yeah.
big old beard. And,
Yeah.
I don't even know, in the woods.
Oh man.
I mean, it's probably, he got his money. He's not going to get injured. He's not
In
going to get a
Mountain
head
State
injury.
Park, he's
Yeah.
just out there.
Hey, man. However you got to do it.
Yeah.
Let him go at it.
All right, so that kind of wraps up the first episode of our podcast here. Next week, we're going to go through every NFL team, like we said, see where they're going to end up. Some very early playoff
Yes.
predictions.
Yeah.
Obviously, these are probably not going to be super accurate because who
Injuries.
knows?
Who
Injuries. And COVID and all that.
That's just, a lot of guys, they probably haven't been training as much as they
Yeah.
normally would.
Yeah.
On some guys more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting.
COVID and injuries, those will be the two big factors
Yeah.
this season.
100%.
COVID and injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see
Thank
you guys
you.
next time.
See ya.